What's going on, Vape World? How are you? Talking vaping. So today's flavor review is going to be on a company coming out of Orange County, California, and that is Bamboo Nectar e-liquids. Now, if you remember the other videos I did, this is primarily a cereal-based line. There's 5 flavors, 4 of them are cereals, 1 of them was a birthday cake. So check out my other previous videos I did on that. But these are the bottles that they were sent in, and I do have to remind, they should have updated them by now. I think the labels, what you see here, everything that's in the white, this stark white, is not supposed to be there. There was a mishap in the printing, and unfortunately, you know, things happen in business, and you know, sometimes things get held up or things get behind. But their labels themselves is everything that you see here, but instead of it being white, this is all clear, so it actually makes the little panda logo and the name pop that much more. So it's actually pretty cool. However, in order for me to be able to do the reviews, I had to forego that and get I got these bottles that have the clear ones on there. So, but as you can tell here, this is the name of the company, obviously Bamboo Nectar. There is their panda logo. It does have their mix ratio and bottle size. It's a 30 milliliter, 75-25, so decent clouds, solid flavor. And it does come in a 0, 2, 4, and 6. Now, I think that's kind of cool. To me, that should actually be more of the norm. As far as for nicotine levels, because generally most companies have been doing a 0, 3, 6, and then they double into a 12, and that's a huge gap. I mean, and it makes it a lot harder for people to be able to cut down because of how big of a jump that is. And then everybody's doing the, well, you can do vapors math, you know, and do this and this, mix it together, and it cuts it down. And that's true, it does work to a point. But if you can make one that has better intervals like that, it makes it, in my opinion, it just makes it that much easier and more willingness to be able to tone down a bit more. So like I said, this is a 2, 4, and 6 nicotine, and I believe these were sent in 4s because the tobacco process that they use is completely unique to them. And it did show in the other flavors that I've done so far, the nicotine, sorry, my apologies, no tobacco. The nicotine process is completely unique, and it makes it a lot smoother and a lot less harsh going up. Because I've done some that were, you know, a 4, or I've tried a 6, and it is just super hard hitting for me because I'm used to a 3. There is their website. It's bamboonectar.com. And their warning ingredients labeling on the bottom, the name of the flavor on top, it's a cinnamon Toastgasm. So I'll pretty much let you decide what flavor that's supposed to be, knowing that this is a cereal-based line. Now, it does have a safety feature on this. I can do this literally till my hand gets tired and it will not open. So we're going to go ahead and bust this open. This is a first vape, first review, and I'm going to vape it on my fresh wick that I did for my videos. As always, it's Texas Tough Cotton. It is not pansy-ass cotton ball. It is not really weak. It holds up pretty well. It is durable. I just enjoy it a lot. It's easy to work with, and it doesn't have a super cottony taste, especially on an initial vape. So that's one thing that I do like about it. So let's go ahead and bust this open. Now, if you listen, you should hear a little pop or a click. And no, it won't. Why? Because I said there was. But there is a safety feature, as you saw, that I could spin on that, and it would have spun literally the entire time without opening. So it is pressured, pressure sensitive as well. And it is cool that their unicorn bottles do have the little nozzle tips that make it easier if you're using a tank or a dripper. It makes it easier to guide where your juice is going. Yep, and you definitely get the cinnamon on the inhale, but we'll go ahead and see how strong that is. Now, I've been learning to expand my flavor profile because everybody is so diverse and unique. And even though that this is my opinion and I'm not trying to impose it on anybody or basically tell you that you are going to get this out of this just because I did, I've been trying to expand out a bit more and realizing just because I don't like the taste of something in its physical form does not mean I can't vape it. Cinnamon is one of those things. I'm not a cinnamon fan. I try to limit what I eat that has it in it, or at least if I know it has to have it in it, I try to make sure that I don't use a lot of it. But in a vape, cinnamon's actually been pretty decent for me. So we're gonna go ahead and juice this up, and we'll go from there and see how that is. Now, as I stated, the safety cap on this is pressure sensitive, but if you purchase something and it has that pressure on it, or a cap, flap, lid, wrap, seal, something that does not sit right with you and you don't feel okay opening it up or trying to use it for whatever reason, don't use it. Just contact the company, the shop, the distributor, whoever you need to. Let them know what's going on so that they can take steps to rectify the situation and get you the product in its true and safe form. Because regardless of whatever you're doing, regardless of whatever it's meant for, at the end of the day, it's all about your health and safety. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and do a quick pre-burn. Get juices flowing through the coils. Not too bad. It has almost a toasted odor to it now, which is kind of cool. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and go ahead and vape this. And as always, I'm vaping at 75 watts, as you can see right there. And this is Cinnamon Toastgasm from Bamboo Nectar. Good clouds, always a good thing, but not the most important thing. Okay, so first impression, you definitely taste the cinnamon. On the tail end of this, on the exhale, it just hit me just as I was about to say something. You get kind of the crunchy cereal taste. It's not the cinnamon flavor. It's more of whatever the cereal itself is made out of, whether it's oats or things like that. But the thing that impresses me so far about this line, as above anything else, is the nicotine is really, really smooth. Now, this is a 4, but anytime I have strayed from a 3, I've automatically felt it, whether it's really harsh on the throat or you get that little head rush buzz. And obviously, excuse me, my apologies, I'm sorry. Now, granted, I haven't sat here and vaped it for a few minutes, so I can't say for sure whether I get any type of a nic rush yet off of this particular one. I haven't off the other flavors, but it doesn't hit me as hard as another nicotine level would outside of a 3 that I've noticed. But the one thing that I prefer in this line so far is how creamy or smooth that the flavors are. When I don't eat a lot of cereal just in general, but when I do, I like having the milk taste added into that. Now, I know a lot of people prefer a stronger cereal flavor, so it tastes more like you're eating it out of the box, or you're using a really, really minute amount of milk. I prefer the creamier version, and this line so far has definitely hit that. The creaminess flavor, the smoothness of the vape, the impressiveness of how smooth the nicotine is, even though it is a little bit higher than what I normally vape, makes this a really solid line. Now, granted, I'm going to say this. It is a cereal-based line, so it's not going to be something, the flavors aren't going to be super unique, because everybody that does vape juices, for whatever it is, whether the mixing of the flavors, most lines have 1 or 2 cereal flavors to begin with. So this isn't something that is totally abstract and out there. However, the total combination of everything between the flavor, the emphasis on the smoothness and the more cream-based of the flavor with the milk, the impressiveness of the nicotine, and just overall lack of throat hit, decent clouds, all of that added together make this actually a really good breakfast line if you're looking for that type of line. Now, some of the cereal flavors they have in my next upcoming videos from this line, some of them are a little different that not everybody carries, because there are a couple of cereals flavor or cereal based flavors that most companies will go with because it's safe. But they've gone a little bit further with that, so I'll be interested to see how those flavors stack up. But overall, if you're looking for if you carry a line, a bunch of lines that don't have a lot of breakfast cereal flavors, or you don't have a huge abundance of cereal flavors to flood, this is actually a really good line to consider, because then this would cover all your breakfast cereal flavor options. So definitely give people choices, but you wouldn't have to have multiple lines to carry different types of flavors in that sense. So that does benefit them in that sense. But definitely check them out, Bamboo Nectar e-liquids. It is bamboonectar.com. They are on Facebook and Instagram. It does come in a 0, 2, 4, and 6, as I said. And, you know, like I said, overall, everything combined into these flavors make them definitely worth trying. Bamboo Nectar, thank you guys so much for the ongoing opportunity to do the review for your line. So far, it's been nothing but good things and definitely impressive. As always, guys, I'm Token Vaping. I almost said on Facebook. Haha, not me. I'm Token Vaping here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Pinterest. Definitely hit me up, check me out. If there's anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience, anything at all, doesn't matter what it is, let me know. I love to help people. I love to assist people in finding that one flavor that is them. You know, that they are like, holy God, that is the best thing I've ever tried. I need to have that in my rotation. Definitely check me out. Anything that I can do to help, I'd be more than happy and willing to do so. But until next time, thank you guys for taking the time to watch my video. Vape on, vape strong, and have a good day.